All right, thank you for jumping on with us for our Tri-State Trends podcast. Man, do we have a man that is trending today. I got Silver Afram with me of FFL Luxe, who's currently working on his logo of FFL MPR. And it's just incredible what you're doing in a very short period of time here, Silvar. And I want to talk about the things you're doing. Number one, how you doing, brother? How's the day going?
It's going great. Appreciate you having me on. I'm glad to be able to be hop on.
No, I'm glad to have you on. And you are crushing it. But give us a little bit of a backdrop. Where were you before Family First Life? It was another agency, just kind of say, just an agency. But what'd you do before FFL, and how'd you find FFL?
So before FFL, basically my whole life I've been like selling something. I've always been in sales. Started really. My first job was doing mortgages. I was a telesales marketer, and then I just moved up the ladder with mortgages. And then I got presented at a practice company before I got started. In FFL, it was a practice company. Got started there because I liked the opportunity of growing and the scalability. With mortgages, it wasn't as scalable because you would have like more of a boss, like, hey, you can't do this, you can't do this. I didn't like, having someone on my chip who's not able to teach me the way I want to go. So I got started there for a year. What wasn't the best for me there, just due to a lot of unexperienced people, and then a lot of company cultures, and it's not really what it looks like. Got presented an FFL by Elton Yalda, reached out to me for probably about a year. He was reaching out to me for probably about a year, never really started, never really hopped on until now.
Wow. So when you found FFL, what did it feel like to you?
I felt like, honestly, really like a cheat code.
Hmm.
It was like I was doing the same thing I was doing at the other company. Really, what changed my mind was this simple term. It was like, you're doing the same thing there. Why don't you come here and do the exact same thing, but get paid more? And I was like, it really does make sense. Do the exact same thing to get paid more with a better opportunity as well.
Makes a ton of sense to me. Same thing,
Literally,
same time, more opportunity, more money. Um, and so how long have you been with FFL?
it's been my fifth month. This is my fifth month with FFL.
And this last month, your agency helped 250 families, which
Yeah.
is significant. You've done that in 5 months. You're trending north fast. What would you attest this to, Silvar? What are the things that you're doing to have that type of impact early?
It's really when I came over to FFL, I had a group of people with me that I talked to before I got started, and we're all on the same page. It's not like when I'm talking to some of my agents, none of us are on talking about different things. It's all about going forward, growth, and we all have one mindset, one goal together of being the biggest in here. So really, it's the team. All of us are being on the same page and wanting the same thing and best for each other.
That's fantastic. So you had a team already, okay? How many people are on your team currently?
Currently, we have about 100
Okay.
like are rolling. And then in process we have a lot more. We have probably another 100 just in process with the study material.
Dude, that's a lot of heat on the way.
Yeah.
But it's very clear that you look at your business this way. You look at your business as an opportunity to recruit people and offer them an opportunity in life insurance sales. Can you
Mhm.
talk to us about your mindset around that and your process to getting that done?
Really the process around that is just, it starts very simple. It's just a belief. Like if you believe in something, you're able to send it off to the other guy with the same belief. Like, you can't go at a job and be recruit people for that company if you don't believe that company is good. And then I genuinely believe with everything that this is the best opportunity with the best industry that anybody can be a part of. So no matter what of someone else's position is right now, I believe this is a better opportunity for them.
It's a fact.
Yeah. So just when I'm sitting down with people, getting new agents, talking to new agents, I just with my belief and with what I know, and then being able to replicate that and having other sources of part of the team that, hey, this is where this guy came from, and he came the same spot as you, and now he's doing this, and then people really see that.
That's crazy. Before we jumped on this podcast, you said that you're talking to about 100 people a week
Yeah.
about the opportunity, yes?
Hmm.
What is, where are you finding 100 people a week? What are you
100.
doing? What are you saying? Like, what exactly? Talk to me. Talk to us about, because there's some people that are going to be listening, Silvar, and they want to build an agency. They're not as aggressive as you. They want to be. At least they say they do. But give us some education. Talk to us. Give us some value on how you're communicating that aggressively to that many people a week, and all with the intent of them working with you.
100%. So I'm honestly doing it. It's the fastest way possible is through phone. Like, I usually not don't do a lot of like in-person meetups unless it's really necessarily. I'm on the phone every day. My phone's always ringing. I'm calling new people and I'm always making the call. Like it's a lot of the times when people say like, hey, I don't have no one to talk to, it's just because they're feeling uncomfortable of making that call to someone that they have in mind that they don't feel confident about talking to them. With me is like I'm not really nervous about nothing. Like I'll go talk to anybody about anything. Like I have all your contacts. One thing I learned is everybody is 6 contacts away.
Hmm.
So you're in the world, everybody is 6 contacts away. So if you make 6 calls, you can reach anybody in the world.
Hmm.
So with having that mindset, me calling a lot of like my close people that I started with, they weren't the best. A lot of them aren't even here with me today. But through making those initial calls, it helped me lead to more connections and building, a bigger connection of people I can reach out to and having more credibility with that.
That's fantastic. But that's a mindset. Like you're literally sitting up in there and saying, I believe that you're basically saying like everyone's going to be working with me.
That's the
I'm going to
mindset.
reach everyone at some point. That is
Mm.
absolutely a mindset. That is absolutely a way of life. That is absolutely a belief, as you called it. What is the
100%.
best way to transfer that belief?
Transferring that belief is putting it in the other person's terms. So for example, when I'm talking to someone who's not in sales, I'm not gonna bring up the how sales is the best. Like, but if I'm talking to someone who's already in sales, who does sales, I'm gonna show them how here you can scale up the sales faster at a smaller period where you need between sales. But if I'm talking to someone who's like in customer service, I'm gonna show them like how here, in their terms, like speaking in other people's terms,
Mm-hmm.
really is how you're able to transfer that belief. And then using a lot of analogies that they'll be able to understand. You got to be very multi-dimensional with the way you're communicating and you're relaying the message across.
Oh, you're killing it. You're killing it. I know you got some big goals, man. Closing out 2024 strong, 2023 strong. What is your goal for 2024?
2024, honestly, my goal is it sounds gonna sound crazy hopping on here. My goal is being the biggest, being the biggest and all of really all of tri-state, being the biggest a part of it with Moray, Val, and everybody. We want to be like the biggest, we're really top leg.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
You got the belief, bro. I don't doubt you for a minute.
Well, as long as you believe it will happen,
Amen to
and
that.
you stay consistent with the same goal and you don't change your goal, you don't go jumping around here, there, or that, stay with the same problem long enough, it'll get solved.
Tri-State Trending with Silvar Afram. You are absolutely bringing the heat, my man. If someone was thinking about doing what you're doing, but just had doubt, didn't have the confidence you have, what would you say to them?
So with me, is like I didn't have that confident all the time. Like I wasn't just like born naturally like this. You know, a lot of people see you today, even you, like, and they're like, oh, I can never get to where he's at because they don't see you when you first started.
Ah, facts.
If you saw me when I first started, if we were hopping on, I'd probably be stuttering. I'd turn red, nervous. I remember the first time I
Mm,
hopped on a Zoom, one of these Zooms at the practice company. I couldn't get a two-set sentence across because I was stuttering. But it's really about, you know, getting better a little bit every day.
mm,
You know, my main goal every day is not, you know, making $1 trillion today. Is getting better than I was yesterday. And if
mm.
you keep going across, small wins really compound.
I love it, man. That's crazy wisdom. How old are you, Silvar?
I'm 20.
The wisdom coming from the 20-year. I love it, bro. You are really focused, man. And I didn't think you'd say 20. I thought you'd say something like 25, 26. You talk a lot older than your age. I think that's a compliment, not a knock. But I also think that, you know, you're very focused. And that's a great answer you just gave me, because you're not a finished product right now, and you realize that. But when you
Okay.
started, you couldn't even get 2 sentences out, and I don't think I was that different. You know, people look
Mm.
at something that's on fire and go, "Man, that's crazy." But dude, it's a lot of work. It's a process for real. So that's a great answer, and that's very encouraging to our audience, man. So, again, thank you for jumping on with me. Thank you for trending with us. I believe y'all can be the biggest. I have zero doubt about it. There's with the firepower you and your guys have, y'all can absolutely crush it. NPR, brother.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody, for jumping on. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Continue to share, like, comment, and my man Silvar's dropping nuggets, man. Watch out for him.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, brother.